What's good, y'all? It's your boy Untamed. Yeah.
I don't like that energy. I don't fuck with that energy. That was whack. Redo that.
Boy. Coming at you live for another episode of the Man What Podcast. Man What?
Man what?
What?
Middle fingers up, nigga.
What?
What's up?
I'm here with my favorite co-host, Lil LAmar.
Keep a horn on me, that
sir. It go down every single time we touch this mic, and you already know
Mr. Get Off, I get off at my feet.
You know that. What's up, man? How you feeling, fam?
Hey, that's my bitch. Hey, that's my bitch. Hey, cut out all that fake shit. What's up, nigga? What's going on?
Mr. Get Off, I get off him. Yeah.
My feet.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
Hey, that's my bitch.
Everything.
Hey, that's my bitch. Hey, cut out all that fake shit. Hey, I'm not the one to play with.
What's up with you, fam? You all right?
Come on, fam, bam.
You drunk in love off Kendrick?
Come on, family. You're playing too much with my name, fam.
I think you're drunk in love off Kendrick, man. What's going on?
Yo, family, I don't even play like that, fam. Don't ever tell me I'm drunk off another man, fam. Like, you're gonna have to see my hands, fam.
I'm blind, fam.
Big Drakes, fam.
Stevie Wonder, fam. Anyway, let me take this
at
time to
your
thank
front door,
all of our
fam.
new fans, everybody on TikTok, Instagram,
Yes.
the socials. You feel me?
Yes,
it's going
sir.
down, man.
Hey, look, this the road to 200, man. This
lot
the
of
road
love.
to 200 on. Yes, sir. But what about B-Rap? Lot of love. But what about B-Rabbit?
Nah, it's going down, man. Shout out all of our new fans, all the new subs,
Yes,
all the people commenting, all the people talking shit.
This on the road to the road to 200 on YouTube, man. We at 183 right now. Thanks to everybody subscribing. Thanks to everybody
announcing the road to
commenting.
200 is crazy. That's nothing.
Nah, bro. But dog, we starting small, bro. This is a small business.
That's nothing, fam. 200 is nothing, fam.
Bro, you have to appreciate where we are.
I don't appreciate it, fam. We need more followers, fam.
Stop comparing yourself to. Stop comparing us to these other guys, bro. This is our journey, bro.
I'm comparing me to me, fam. Bro. My other channel got bands, fam.
Your family, but your other channel isn't this consistent with a podcast, fam.
Nah,
it's
not
this consistent with a podcast, fam. Come on, fam. Love yourself, fam. Know yourself. You feel me, fam?
That's
but
peace.
Anyway,
that's peace. Fam.
But nah, like I said though, the subscriber count on YouTube is going up. I'm gonna light up the TikTok today. It's been a minute since I lit that up. I've been busy working. But yeah, it's another beautiful day in Houston, Texas. Another beautiful day in Las Vegas. And
you know what I mean?
Yeah, we here to give y'all this pod, man. It's not a lot of topics to talk about today, but we got some very touching topics today. Some very important topics.
Come
today.
on, let's get it in, fam.
I think y'all gonna fuck with it. First, I wanted to get back into Kendrick's GNX.
Kendrick, Kenny.
Yeah, the last time we potted, and I think it goes into our next topic pretty well. But the last time we potted, I had only heard it one time. I think you said you had heard it like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to talk about the album a little more. Like I said, man, I think my first listen, I liked it. And with every listen, I just fuck with it even more. I ain't gonna lie. Like I fuck with that sound,
I fuck with it too, but I'm still gonna stand on what I said last pod. Like the album is a good album. It's a good 6 out of 10, 6.5 out of 10. But at the same time,
damn, it went down, nigga, since last pod. Last time you said 7.
Yeah, it's a good 6.5, and the reason I say that is because after
you seen that Pitchfork score.
After 10 more listens, you know what I mean. After I listen to it 10 more times, I'm like, I probably won't listen to this next week. I like it though. I like it, but it's just not gonna move the needle in Kendrick's legacy. I'm gonna stand on that. It was no commercial songs on it. He didn't have Not Like Us on it. He didn't really have the bops on it. Like I said, it's a cool little project. I feel like that project right there was for the Californians. You know what I mean? All the hipsters in California. That shit was lit. That's for the gang members.
That shit wasn't for no hipsters.
Yeah, that's for the gang members, man.
Yeah, that's for the gang, man. But
that album was for
like
the
I
gang.
said, every time I listen to it, I fuck with it. I fuck with it more. I love Luther a lot. I like him going back and forth. I like Kendrick and SZA. I do. I really fuck with that combination of artists. Like Kendrick and SZA always kind of like hit the nail on the head. Like
I like SZA.
Did you fuck with All the Stars? The joint from the Black Panther soundtrack?
Yeah, like, you know, I fuck
like,
with all the tracks. I just feel like
their voices always just mesh well together to me. But yeah, I fuck with it. Love the album. I see a lot of people have mixed reviews about it too. Like you said, you feel like it's for the West Coast.
Yeah, I feel like it's a West Coast album, bro.
Yeah, I feel like me being on the West Side, because a lot of people don't like when people call Vegas the West Coast because it's not on the coast. But like being on the West Side of the country, like you see a lot more people appreciate it. You see a lot more people from California who are fucking with the album and rocking with the album. I'm hearing it.
It was solid, man. It was solid.
I'm hearing, like I said, I'm hearing it out of people's cars and shit. So
I'm not really hearing it out of people's cars, but I know people listening to it. I didn't been around a couple of homies, and you know what I mean. They like, man, you playing that new Kendrick Lamar? You listening to that? Yeah. So you know what I mean. I'm hearing a couple people say a couple of lines off of it in my day to day. So it's making waves. So. It's making waves. I like it. It's a good album.
It's definitely making its waves.
It's a good album, but it ain't my favorite Kendrick album. I'm just let's start there.
Let's start there.
Let's start there.
Let's start there.
It ain't my favorite. Do your homework on Kendrick's other albums. You feel me? Do your homework on Section 80.
Yeah, and that's crazy because I do see a lot of y'all youngins talking about y'all never listened to a Kendrick album, but I do kind of understand because Kendrick did go on a 5-year hiatus with the release of Damn and then coming back with Mr. Morale. That's a big gap in between a lot of people.
Big gap, crazy.
Yeah, so from 2017 to 2022, I do understand how you could miss out on that catalog. But yeah, do your research, man. Cause Kendrick got one of the best discographies in hip hop, man. That's not even an overstatement. Like you said, you rated this album a 6 because you comparing it to other Kendrick shit.
Yeah, of course.
If you would have heard this from a regular a artist with like a clean slate, you'd be like, damn, that nigga really like made a mark in the game with this album. But due to the fact that it's Kendrick, and
I don't know. I feel like if I would have heard this, like just from any regular, not so popping artist, I would have said, it's cool, it's all right.
Hell no.
But I wouldn't. If you heard again,
if you heard a nigga that you never heard
again.
rapping like that. If you heard a nigga rapping like that and you had never heard him before, you'd be a lot more impressed. I think the reason you weren't as impressed is because Kendrick has set the bar so high. He's made Section 80. He's made OD. He's made Good Kid, Mad City, Pimp a Butterfly, Damn. All these albums that we hold in such high regard that hearing GNX is kind of like, okay, it's not as thematic. There's not a story going on between this motherfucker. It's almost like a mixtape.
It's cool. It's
like,
cool.
It feels
it's like an
EP.
It's not what I really expect. As far as a Kendrick to put out, you know what I mean? I mean,
yeah.
He did say that he's been perfecting his craft. The rapping was good. The themes was good. It's just like when you compare it to other Kendrick Lamar albums. I mean,
I think moving forward,
it's not in the top 3.
Hell no, not to me.
I need another one.
But I think But I think moving forward, a lot of Kendrick's albums are gonna be a lot less narrative based, because I feel like he had to get Mr. Morale off his chest. You feel me? Like, Mr. Morale was a super deep album. It was the album that kind of peeled back the layers to who Kendrick was, and
I like that album actually.
As a man.
I like that. I like the Black Panther, the more like introspective type of Kendrick, you know. But I think he's done that. He's done it. So I think he's
and that's why I say moving. And that's why I say moving forward, I think we'll get a lot less narrative based Kendrick albums, because now it's like, yo, I kind of like bared my soul on this album to where now I could kind of move with free reign. Feel me?
From Kendrick, I just want to hear more like I want him to flex his star power a little more. I want him to go and get the big features, the Rihana. I want him to go and get the Taylor Swifts. I want him, you know what I mean? And then not only do I just want them to be on a track, but I want that old school Kendrick, as far as like locking yourself in the studio and making like great. You know what's interesting about you saying Taylor Swift is that if you look on the credits of the album, there's a producer on most of these songs his name is Jack Antonoff, and that's Taylor Swift's main producer. So maybe that could be in the works. That's cool, but we need Taylor Swift on the hook, and we need Kendrick rapping, man. I think that right there, that'll shake the culture
in the right way, though.
That's why I preference it by saying with Kendrick getting back into his, you know what I mean, his storytelling, his. I
personally would rather see Kendrick and The Weeknd. I want to see them cook up.
Yeah, that too, you know But that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like anything.
That's where
I want to see him alongside some big artists, but with the intention of making, you know, a good album. As far as I just want to see him flex. I want to see him flex his star power. Like, I feel like he flexing now, but he flexing more like, yeah, nigga, I'm from the West Coast type shit.
Nah, I think that, but I think he's hood flexing right now. He hood flexing, and he like, nigga, the culture of my city got my back. He's saying this because he's like, Drake, you thought that the numbers equated to the people fucking with you, but the numbers didn't equate to that. The love of the city is behind my back.
You think he's still trying to flex on Drake with this album?
Hell yeah.
Think so?
Hell yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Like, if you listen to what he's saying, like in the album, like some of the lines, and like on Hey Now, he's like, the black I just strangled me a goat. Like, he's saying, nigga, like that nigga y'all think is the GOAT, nigga, I mopped him up. So I think
that's crazy.
Like, I cleaned the nigga up. Like, y'all thought he was like that. I showed y'all he wasn't like that to me. You know what I'm saying? So I think Kendrick is on here flexing this shit. He popping this shit. He said nigga, in the intro, he said it used to be fuck that nigga, but now it's plural. Like, it used to be, yo, just fuck him, but now it's fuck all y'all. Like, I don't want to hear none of that shit from any of you niggas. So I think somebody got to get on this mic and slap Kendrick up, man. I ain't gonna lie. Somebody got to slap that little man up. Like, y'all really letting him flex. Like, he's a great lyricist and all that, but come on, man. Somebody slap Kendrick flexing.
up.
He flexing up on this album, nigga.
Cause he talking shit to y'all niggas. He said, y'all not
talking
fucking
big shit.
Nigga.
That nigga said, yo, the only rapper he showed love on that motherfucker was Nas, which, you know what I'm saying, a man at the Garden is a One Mic reference. Like, the beat sounds similar to One Mic. And but other than that, nigga, he's like, nigga, I don't give a fuck about none of y'all. None of y'all fucking with me. I've been said it. Like, I'm not going to get the big features. I'm going to get niggas who are from where I'm from. That's it. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So I think next album he'll venture out and do maybe some of the bigger features like the Taylor Swifts, the Rihannas, the Weekends, and shit like that. Maybe a Future. Maybe
I hope
like
it come out soon though. I hope this next album comes out soon. I hope that
I think
it'll
be here before the summer.
Waiting for. I think that he should drop.
I did think this should
a good album like right around the Super Bowl. You know what I mean?
I think this shit coming before the summer. I think
so.
This album is, or this project right here, it's just a little teaser for what's to come, because a lot of the biggest critique on Kendrick has been, yo, he don't drop, he's inactive. Is he gonna be like, cause like after Not Like Us dropped, they're like, damn, we thought the album was coming, this nigga been quiet. So a lot of the critique has been, this nigga don't drop enough to be at the top of the game. I think this project right here was him stating, yo, y'all think this is the same shit? No, I'm here to stay. I'm gonna be right back for y'all niggas. You know what I'm saying? Because if you looked at he released like a little 1 minute snippet of like a trailer before he dropped GNX, right? And the song that was in that trailer wasn't even on the album. And the song on the trailer was fire, nigga. So it was like, damn, why you ain't put that on the album? Well, because Kendrick is cryptic like that. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna lead it up. You know what I'm saying? And I seen a lot of talk online where they were saying Kendrick typically drops a part of the Heart series before he drops an album. He never necessarily puts the Heart on the album. You know what I'm saying? So this could be a prequel to.
So you think he back?
The album.
You think he back?
Oh yeah, for sure. I think Kendrick is active this year, bro. Without a doubt. I think he's going on tour. He has the Super Bowl lined up. The Grammys is on the way. I think he's gonna drop an album and then he's gonna go on tour. So now you have 2 new albums in the hemisphere, and you got a world tour coming up.
Okay.
I think he's back. I think he's back, and I think he'll come back soon. Like this 12 songs is concise. Again, it has features on it, but I think this is an album just so Kendrick could, like, this is his victory lap album, if you will. Not like Nipsey, but like this is his victory lap for the battle album. I think once you get into his actual album, we'll start to hear more of the introspective thoughts of Kendrick. Because this album, he's just like, nigga, fuck everybody, fuck you, fuck this, fuck that, fuck you, right? But that's not, we know, listen, as Kendrick fans, Kendrick is a lot more of a deeper thinker than that. So I think on his actual album, he'll start to peel back the layers and talk about how he really feels. And, and of course, this is how he feels, but like, I think you'll start to get the deeper thoughts and the deeper narratives once the actual album comes, as opposed to just the flexing on everybody, which what GNX was. So, you know, I still like GNX, and I think I'll be playing it for some time, just because that's just the vibe I'm in. I fuck with it. And I think I do think that I think TV Off is getting performed at the Super Bowl.
Hey, that's actually my favorite record off the whole
nigga,
the whole project.
When he hop on that stage and then he go,
TV off, yeah,
Master,
turn his TV off. Nah, that shit right there, that was hard. I've been bumping that though.
That shit is tough.
It's a couple records on there. It's a couple records on there. You know, I like.
Nah,
it.
for sure, for sure. Speaking of West Coast albums, December, I think it's either December 13th or December 6th. One of those. Dr. Dre and Snoop got an album coming out, and it's called Missionary.
Okay.
The significance of this is because everybody knows Snoop's album with Dr. Dre. His first album was called Doggy Style. And they released a few singles off of it, and the shit sounds crazy. So I just wanted to send a quick.
I can't wait to hear that. I love Snoop. You know, I feel like Snoop really hasn't lost a step. Of course, come on. These are 2 legends that we talking about right here. So I can't wait to hear it, man. I've been actually hearing couple Snoop Dogg songs, and Snoop ain't never lost it, man. Snoop still got the same swag that he had when he first came out on tracks. So.
It's his voice, bro. It's his voice. That's so important. That's so important in rap.
I could still sit and listen to a Snoop Dogg track. You feel me? So,
bro,
getting some new
telling
ones.
you.
I think it'll sell. I think it'll do 50K.
Yeah, shit, and that's still shit. That's solid numbers, like for an act of 30 years.
Yeah, Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre don't need to sell another record ever in their lives. So
again,
they're just putting out music solidified for fun at this point. Like they're both super millionaires.
And I think in terms of first week sales, I think Snoop was the first one to like set the standard for what it is today. Like Doggy Style sold like 800,000 copies first week, nigga. So it's like. Nigga, y'all talking about y'all numbers and shit. More impressive, honestly. More impressive, to be honest.
Different time. I think the same equivalent to selling 800,000 back then is like selling like 100,000 now, 200,000.
Fuck no, 800,000 back then was still solid, nigga. That's platinum in a week, damn near.
I'm just telling you the equivalent of now.
That would be like doing 300K today. That's not 100K.
I think it's 100, 200K.
Hell nah, nigga, no.
Yes.
Then what was how? The nigga went gold in a week.
Because music is more accessible now and it gets older faster. So for you to try to say that the same amount of numbers as back then is the same now.
Yeah, but you gotta raise the but you would have to raise the number up for today because 100K versus 800K.
I don't think so because people are not selling that. No. People are not selling 800K. Who you think they are? Taylor Swift? Taylor Swift, the only person selling 800K.
Nigga, bro. Snoop Dogg was the fucking man when he came out.
Even Drake.
Nigga, what are you talking about?
Even Drake. Yeah, but what I'm saying is, all right, if Drake could go back then, right, and be able to make whatever music from that time would have gotten him the equivalent to the sales that he makes now. Nigga, he would have sold 1 million. He would have sold 1.5 million. Like, come on, he's the biggest artist. So what I'm saying is
800K is damn near platinum in the week. That's what I'm saying. Yes,
but it's like, different standards. What I'm telling you is that if Drake could go back or if Kendrick could go back and make whatever type of music, like if he could go back and be as hot as he is now, right? Bruh, Kendrick would sell 1 million first week. 1.5. Right. Like that's what I'm saying. I'm not taking away from the 800,000 that Snoop sold. That's amazing. What I'm saying is that it's a different metric now.
That's not the equivalent to selling 100K today, though.
I think it is.
That's like
but you're going on the lowest number that I said and just putting that as the number. I said 100, 200K.
Because that's the number. You didn't say 100, 200K.
Yes, I did.
Could run the tape.
Yes, I did. I said 100 to 200K.
I think it's like 3 or 4, but carry on.
Yeah, but like I said, I just think that people sold more records back then because you had to actually go get the record, and I feel like artists weren't as accessible. So in order to get their life story, in order to actually see them, and like
I agree with that. You
had to go to the store and get it. So like I said, I'm not taking away from it. That's still fucking amazing. But what I'm saying is, bruh, niggas is not selling 800K no more. Like, come on. Like, let's be real.
Hell no.
Niggas is not selling 800K. Even Drake
I will
can't
say
do
this.
that.
Nah, of course not. But I will say this. I think, like going back to the Snoop and Dre thing, I think when you set the standard for such high numbers, when you're 30 years, 40 years into your career, you don't then have to worry about the numbers once you're like in your 50s and damn near your 60s.
Snoop
you've already
is
done
damn near the biggest rapper in the world. Like
that's literally the most recognizable rap name ever.
Snoop is the biggest rapper in the world. Like, come on,
literally, bro. So
worldwide,
Snoop
like in every country. Come on, everybody knows who Snoop Dogg is. Everyone.
They're serious, and if they go on tour with this album, it's sold out.
Oh God.
Sold out.
But like I said, they
Sold
don't.
out.
They don't need to. Like at this point, they're just doing it for fun. And I think for them to be able to sell like 50K, I don't think they're gonna hit 100 because it would be the older people really listening to that album to get like nostalgia and shit. I don't think the new kids are really gonna gravitate towards that unless Snoop comes out with like a. He'll have to. They'll have to work with like
a
drink or something to go along with it.
Either that, or they'll have to work with like a younger artist that everybody fuck with. You know what I'm saying?
Or a producer,
like a younger
producer. Because even one song, I don't think one song with a newer artist is gonna really like push the tape more than a Dre and a Snoop would be. You know what I mean? They're gonna sell by themselves.
But I think they're the demographic they're trying to hit with this album. Like I think the youngest that they're trying to hit is probably like 30.
Yeah,
it's 30 and up. This is a 30 and up album, y'all.
Yeah.
So it's called Missionary.
And most streams come from younger fans. They're the ones who really stream the most. So yeah. So
good album. I do think it'll do that. It'll do that 50K range. I can't wait to hear it though. I heard the song they got a song out right now with Janae Aiko, and it's fire.
Yeah, Janae is always dope. I love to hear her on the track. Her voice is so like melodic and like tranquil. So it's always good to hear her. And then she hasn't really popped out too often lately. So it's good to see her.
Nah, she been on tour though. She been on tour, so it ain't been a lot of music coming out.
Yeah, I mean,
it is always,
of course.
It is always refreshing.
The music that she has.
Nah, for sure. It always is refreshing to hear Janae though, cause nigga, she just got that vibe when she come through, man.
Yep.
Like, she just got that vibe. But, moving along, this is kind of attached to the Kendrick thing, the Kendrick album or Kendrick in general. Yesterday and this morning it was announced that Drake brought a petition, like a pre-action lawsuit petition for
so Drake suing Kendrick?
No. Drake isn't suing Kendrick. Drake is suing UMG, which is his label. This is the label that has housed Drake from the beginning of his career, from 2009 up until present day. Okay. And the reason he's doing it is the first pre-action lawsuit is a petition to see whether Not Like Us was paid for to made more popular, to defame Drake, and I forgot what the exact thing was, but they said basically they put money behind this record to boost it up, and this essentially hurt Drake's career in a way that it hasn't been hurt before, because it's resulted in less streams for Drake, which means it resulted in less money for Drake, which probably makes it a little harder for Drake to get out of his deal, which I understand why he would bring this lawsuit up. I think Drake cares about the fact that Kendrick was calling him, a PDF in these records. But I think it started to affect Drake's bottom line, which is that money. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's why he's brought this lawsuit up against the label, because once the record labels are reactionary. They're not necessarily proactive in things, right? So they seen that this record was doing all these numbers, and then they did what they do with any record. They put money behind it. They pushed the record. But the issue with this record is that it essentially hurt the career of another artist, which was Drake. Like, it resulted in less streams. It resulted in less overall streams for his entire catalog. And I think it made him look it publicly shamed him. Now, the second lawsuit is the pre-action lawsuit is the fact that it was a defamation lawsuit. I think the interesting part about this is UMG responded and told Drake that if he wanted to sue anybody, that he should sue Kendrick. Drake kept it with UMG because I think Drake knows y'all pushed this record. Y'all saw that y'all could eat off this record. Y'all are going to eat off this record more than this guy is. So y'all had incentive to continue to push this record that defamed me, that resulted in less money for me. That and the reason why I think he thinks the reason why I think he has a case is because Drake has always been the most successful since he's came out, right? And the more successful he gets and the more successful he becomes, the more the label has to pay him. And I think the past 5 years, maybe since like Certified Lover Boy, Drake has been walking in that label and putting his dick on the table. And he talks about it in songs. Even if you listen to Major Distribution, he said, Major Distribution, man, my label on my dick for real. Like he's dissing them. He's saying on if you listen to Middle of the Ocean, he's like he's telling the label they got 5 years, and then he's coming back and he's about to fucking he's about to kill him next time he reads up on his deal. On the Remorse on CLB, he said they tried to give me the slice of the pie and I took the knife home. Like he's saying all these lines that insinuate that he's unhappy with his dealings with the label. He feels like they're not paying him enough. You know what I'm saying? So in his case, he's like, these motherfuckers are trying to defame me and make me look a certain way because when it's time to re-up my deal, they don't want to fucking pay me. You know what I'm saying? So I do think Drake has a case. I don't think his case is with Kendrick. I don't even think Drake's biggest beef at this point is with Kendrick. Rap wise, yes, I think his beef is with Kendrick. But I think in terms of business dealings, he could care less about what's going on with Kendrick. He cares about what his bottom line is. And Drake has always been about that bread. Yeah. You feel me? So if you have anything to say, add to that or say about that, feel free. But I think that's the case. I think this shit started to affect their bread, and Drake was like, nah, fuck that. I don't like this shit.
I think so too. I think that Drake, I think a lot of people in the culture are gonna call Drake a bitch for suing UMG, which is really suing Kendrick. You know what I mean? It's just like a cover up of suing Kendrick. I think that just like you said, he doesn't really want to sue Kendrick per se, but at the same time, we all can see that this really has affected Drake. Like, it's really affected his numbers. It's really affected the perception of him. And
it's forever ruined it.
In my opinion, class action suit for him to be able to win a defamation of character. The allegations in the song are very damning. You know what I mean? So for him, I feel like the only way that he could fight back, since he did lose the battle, the only way he can fight back is to sue. And to be able to gain back some of the money, because little do we know, man, the label and Drake, on Drake's side, have lost millions and millions of dollars, whether it be endorsements, whether it just be his projections as far as his sales and stuff like that. I think that Drake is trying to flex with the label and shit like that, and this may have been a tactic to get him down, but I don't think so. I don't think that the label planned this exact moment. I think that it just happened. Like, it was just a luck of the draw type shit. He decided to battle Kendrick, and it ended badly for him. And in turn, it put him in a sticky situation with the label. Like, he's still a profitable artist, of course, but like I said, it's just not the same. So he can't go in there talking the same shit. And I was listening to Act, and basically Drake tried to put out the 100 gigs, and I think that was a way for him to try to gauge or try to show the label, like, without y'all, I can still sell and stuff like this. And a couple of the songs did chart, but it didn't chart as well as when the label is actually behind it. And I think that once the label saw that, well, not even the label, I think Drake now knows, like, nigga, you're not bigger than the program. You still need the label. Like, even if you drop it by yourself, especially now at this time. Maybe if you would have dropped it a year ago, a year and a half ago, then we would be having a different conversation. But after this battle, no, you need us. You need us to work the records for you. And now that's worth less to us. It's worth less to us.
I agree.
So, you know, as far as the lawsuit, I think that Drake is right for suing. I mean, shit, it is defamation of character. There was, come on, let's be honest. The song was botted at first. Maybe not all the streams were bots. I say a good 10% at the beginning of the run of the songs. A lot of the songs that Kendrick was putting out, they were botted, bro. When I looked at when I looked at a couple of songs when Kendrick dropped them, bro, they were at like 5 million in 12 hours and shit like that. Like, come on, bro. That's just ridiculous numbers. Like, that's the same effect that Tekashi 6ix9ine had when he would drop his songs, and in 2 days it's 40 million. Like, come on, we know that that's bots. We know that that's paid advertisement, and I think the label is trying to wiggle their way out of it and say, look, we gave Kendrick a budget to make him so that he can, you know, move around with his songs, but we didn't know that he was gonna use it for bots and payola and shit like that. So that's how I feel like they're gonna try to wiggle out of it and be like, look, we just gave him the money. He has his own label. We don't know what he did with the money. But at the same time, you're still liable. You're still liable. You funded the song. Yeah.
You also allegedly gave the song a lower rate to be
they worked out a deal for it. They worked out a deal for it. They gave him more money than your average person would get for a deal of that magnitude. They gave
lowered the licensing rate for the song in order for Spotify to push the song more. My only pushback for Drake is this was done with your catalog too. So if you're exposing this, yes, this song defamed you, but that's not.
I think that's his only argument, though.
That's your personal dealing. This song defamed you, but this is your personal dealing. If you're doing this, then this opens up a can of worms for all songs, and even songs that don't defame anybody, right? So now it's like, okay, when Scorpion dropped, nigga, Drake was on every playlist. Like, we're talking about Latin playlists. Yeah, but
these are the perks. These are the perks of the label and being the top couple of artists at the label. Exactly. And I don't think that Drake's argument is, he botted. No. I think that his argument is that not only did he bot, but it was for a song that defamed me. So I think that that's his main argument. Yes, I feel like every artist nowadays, especially when you're on a label and they're trying to push you, you're going to get bot. You're going to get botted. You're going to get payola. They're going to pay extra. You're going to get extra perks. But that comes with the game, bro. They've been doing this. So it's nothing new. I think the newest part is that it was done for this type of song on this magnitude. And I think that is the major
because it took that really
in all of this.
That song, that little boost really took this song out of here, bro. Like,
exactly. And people gravitated towards it, and now it's organically out of here. But at the beginning, it was made.
He can't even. It's one of those songs that's an inescapable hit now.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
For sure.
And if you have like an inescapable hit, right?
A lot of artists do it though.
I think it was bought, but what major song isn't?
Yeah. And that's why I'm saying, you feel me? I think that argument right there can be null and void because we already said that every artist does that. Every major song is gonna have that, right? So then we take that element out. Now what is the only thing left? The defamation part of Drake. That's the main.
And that's why I think today he came back with the second pre-action lawsuit, which was the defamation of character. Now, he's doing this to UMG because I personally think that if Drake put the lawsuit directly onto Kendrick, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. We don't want to hear you diss nobody. We don't want to hear you flex your shit, pop your shit, talk shit. You take the wind from beneath your wings. Drake still has to have the edge to talk shit. Now, if you directly sue a nigga for dissing you, and you dissed him too, because here's the thing. Drake wasn't the only one defamed in this beef. You defamed Kendrick too. You said he beat his wife. You said all these all these things about Kendrick. It's just your defamation didn't work to the magnitude that his did.
He got beat up more. He got thrown out of school. He got thrown out. Not only did he get beat up, but he got suspended too. Like, if we're talking about school metaphor, like, that's what happened. He got thrown out of the district. He can't go to no schools here. And it's like, he's like, yeah, but we were fighting. Kendrick is like, yeah, but we were both fighting. He's like, yeah, but I got beat up and I still got thrown out and all of this other type of shit. So it's like, what more can he do? He has to sue.
It would be one thing. It would be one thing if
it makes sense for business.
It definitely makes sense for business, and it would be one thing if Drake sued.
But it's a bitch move to the culture.
It's a bitch move to the culture, and it would be one thing if you kept it rap in those records. You tried to expose personal things about this man's life too. You tried to defame him too.
Yeah,
that's essentially what battle rapping is. You defame a nigga. That's what the fuck happens.
That this time with this battle, it was done on such a large scale. I think in traditional battle rap, you know, the two guys rap and whoever wins, right? You know, it's not, it doesn't affect the bottom line of their multi-million, hundreds of millions of dollar business. This is on a way bigger scale, and I think way more money was lost. Than an actual.
I agree with that.
Battle between two battle rappers in fucking Brooklyn or wherever.
I agree.
More money was lost, so it's a bigger deal. It's a bigger deal to the people that lost, which is Drake in this situation. It's a bigger deal to him because he lost millions and millions and millions.
I completely agree with that.
He's hemorrhaging money at this point.
I completely agree with that. I just think it does come off as sore losery.
Yeah, for sure.
Because you weren't the only one defamed in this battle. You aren't the only one who took losses in this battle.
He looks
you
like
know
a
what I'm
bitch.
saying? So,
but Drake always at multiple times in his career, Drake looks like a bitch, like a lame. You know what I mean? So this is just another way of us being able to see the true colors of Drake. If he even if he loses, he's still gonna try to win. And even though he lost the battle, he's gonna try to win the quote unquote war by essentially getting all his money back that he lost. You know what I mean? Yeah. And is it a bitch move? Yeah. Is it good for business though? I think it is.
Yeah.
I think
it is. It's good for business. It's good for business because it looks like it makes it look like you're not just okay with this shit being said about your name. Like, if you just move past it, that stink is still kind of on your jacket of like, ooh, you never really said anything about the, you know what I'm saying? Because the Heart Part 6 was such a, the Heart Part 6 by Drake was such a catastrophically bad response to Not Like Us that it didn't even stop the weight of Not Like Us. It, like, that shit kept persisting. It's almost like the Heart Part 6 made Not Like Us bigger, for real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I feel like he responded too quickly, and and it wasn't
Agreed.
no longer like a rap battle. It became a pop battle, and he didn't make the pop. He should have came back with like a pop record, or like not a pop record, but what I mean by that is like a hit song. He should have came back
hit song.
and changed up one of the hits that he already had and threw a couple of lines in there instead of diving deep into his loss,
right?
Essentially, like
and again, like I think in this battle we've seen since this battle we haven't seen Drake much, but in the times that we've seen him, he's always a bit perturbed. You know what I'm saying? Like if you seen him at the NBA game talking to DeMar DeRozan, he looked tight there. He was on XQC's stream the other night, and XQC was playing music, and every time a song would come on of some guy that was either affiliated with Kendrick or that he had beef with, like he would always just look a little like uncomfortable.
Yeah,
like,
and I think that like he tried to troll on that. I think he tried to troll on that live, but still it still comes off a little sore loser-ish. It still comes off like, you're mad. Like he's mad.
Yeah,
bro. He's mad, and no matter how.
And on top of that, nigga, he's looking at. You can see him looking at the chat, and in the chat they're just fucking frying him, and I'm like, yo, like this is. I can understand why he feels like, okay, this is a bit fucking much.
Yeah, I think he should stop taking it so serious. I think he should stop falling into the trap of continuing to talk about it. I think Drake should do something like to make himself look more human, as far as like not even music, like he just needs, I think Drake maybe should make fun of himself. That's what he needs to do. He needs to
it's
joke
not even
with the
that
people,
bro
like,
I think
just
it's hard to joke it's kind of hard to joke though when the joke is about that, when it's about you being a PDF.
Yeah, but I think now that it's hard to joke about. Now we all realize that it wasn't true, so I think he can play a little, not play into the actual allegations, but just play with it. Like, I lost. Like he should do like a little skit or some shit.
He does, and he does though, and he does, because
you know what I mean. Like just to make it a joke instead of
he does, but serious. He does it in a way. He does it in a way where like people don't always get to really see his humor about the situation, because there was a girl there was a streamer girl from like Canada who said she used to love Drake until she seen that Drake was with Stake, which is the gambling company that he rocks with, and then he was like, I seen her stream. He wrote to her, or like wrote in her comments that I seen the stream. What is she mad about? What is it? The braids. So obviously he has a sense of humor about some of the shit. But I think when he gets in that chat and he goes on a stream, like with Stake and shit like that, these are his business partners. So if your business partners are looking in the chat and looking at what's going on, what people are saying, and in the chat the whole time niggas are just trolling you about certified lover boy, certified pet, like that's bad for business, bro. It is. So, like you said, is it a bad look for hip hop? Yeah, but is it good for business? Yeah, like you have to take a stand for shit, your brand at this point, because I think it has affected it. We haven't seen much Drake and Nike as of late. You know what I'm saying? Because you have a tit with LeBron. You have a tiff with LeBron. You know, and LeBron is the man at Nike. Like Nike is not gonna prioritize Drake over LeBron. It's just not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I just think with this diss and everything going on, business wise, it is the best possible thing for him to do in terms of the lawsuit, but it does look crazy. It looks crazy. It looks sore losery.
Yep. I agree. Drake is always in peculiar situations where he looks a little like you just get to see his true colors. Like Drake is a nerd at heart, and I think a lot of times it just shows through whether or not he's the top artist at the moment.
Yo, I was having a conversation about this last night, and somebody tried to say that, I ain't gonna say who, but one of my homies tried to say that this Drake losing this beef takes him out of the top 5. I want to let y'all niggas know.
I don't think so.
What Drake has done cannot be what Drake has did cannot be undone. The nigga still has had hits for 15 years straight. So one bad year don't take him out of the conversation. Like, let's stop that. Let's not do that. Like, he may have lost to Kendrick, the battle and shit like that. But if we adding all this shit up over time, bro, like, come on, man. The nigga's still top 5 of this generation, bro. It's not even up for debate. Who y'all gonna put in that top 5? Cause who the top 5 of this generation?
I think
he's
he's top 3, bro. It has to be Kendrick, Future,
Cole,
and Drake.
You don't think Cole is in the top 3?
Nah, not right now.
You got Cole top. You got Cole
I got
top,
him top 5 for sure.
Okay, for
he's
sure.
The next,
for sure.
He's the next
so
one right
Kendrick,
after. But
Future,
come on, bro. Future,
Cole,
legend.
Future, and who else? Kendrick, Cole, Drake, Future, and who else?
I think the last one is up to preference. It depends on whatever.
Well, let me state this shit right now. It's a nigga from Houston, Texas who been bodying this shit for the past 10, 11 years. Travis fucking Scott, nigga.
Yeah.
Top 5 of this generation. Don't play with it.
Yeah.
Don't play with it, nigga. 100,000 in Milan, nigga. That shit look like a fucking a sea of people, nigga. Stop playing.
Yep, I'd agree with Travis. I don't really think it's too many other ones that could fit in that top 5 spot. But as far as like
nobody
generational, come on, bro. No particular order, man. But it's definitely Kendrick, Drake, Future top 3, then Cole, then Travis.
Yeah, 1,000%. But look,
Travis might be over Cole. I don't know. We got to see when Travis Cole drops.
In terms of my personal preference, I got Cole over Travis because I still like traditional rap. That's also why I personally have Cole over Future. But my top 5 goes as Kendrick, Drake, Cole, Future, Travis. You know what I'm saying? Like, just off my personal preference.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's more
style.
Preference type of thing. Like,
you know what I'm saying? But
Drake's still
like, just because he lost his battle, the nigga don't fall out the top 10. Come on now, or top 5.
Stop playing.
Come on, y'all. But I will say this. I'm ready to hear that new Drake and Party album, nigga. That R&B shit finna be hard, nigga.
Yeah.
He said that
is hard. That he'll get back up in people's hearts. I think that's what really happened. He just became a meme in a lot of people's hearts.
Hell yeah!
And I think that if he just reclaims himself as making good music, that all this shit will die. I mean, it'll still be a chink in his armor, but we'll still fuck with Drake.
Of course. Yo, I see. Also, side note, before we get up out of here, Rihana, I seen that video of you saying that you found your passion elsewhere other than music. Let me tell you something.
That's been apparent.
As Day One Navy, we don't care. Get your ass in the booth, mama. We don't care. Get your ass in the booth, mama. You been nah.
Rihana doesn't have to make another fucking song, nigga, the rest of her life ever. This is what we want
matter.
From her, but she doesn't have to.
I don't care.
We talked
Rihanna.
about this
I don't
in a
care
pod,
that you have.
Bruh.
Look. I don't care that you have $1 billion. I don't care that you have $1 billion. I don't care. I don't care how rich you are. You make some of the best music.
That's selfish.
And I don't know if you need to know this. We don't care. Niggas don't care.
That's
we
selfish.
care. Now our girls like the
selfish,
Fenty shit. Our girls like the Fenty shit. We love it. You know what I'm saying? We love seeing our girls in the Fenty shit. But let me tell you something. You talking about you found your other passion. We don't care. We do not care. We want to hear Rihanna music, man. We love that. Yo, have you ever been in a spot and then you heard that? Throw it up. What's it up? Stop playing. I'm a selfish fan. I want to hear more Rihanna. Yo, Rihanna, please get in the booth. Go sit with Juicy J. Go sit with Metro. Go sit with some of these niggas. Go sit with Mike Will again. We want Rihanna music. I'm a selfish fan. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I'm selfish. I want Rihanna music. Man. I think we deserve another Rihanna album. We've been supporting the Fenty shit. We've been supporting all this stuff that Rihanna's been doing. We want music. I love the Fenty shit. Get rich. Get your money, mama. Get your shit. Take care of your family too. I understand that too. I understand that's an aspect of this shit too. But we want music. Brian, come on, chant it with me, brother. You understand. We want music.
Immediately.
We want music. Immediately, nigga. Is come on, man. Come on.
Rich, man.
You can't Rihanna, you can't let Cardi drop an album before you. Stop it.
Come on, man.
Stop it.
Out of here, bro.
All right, bro. Take us out of here.
You just finished watching another episode of the Man What Podcast. Man, what?
Nigga.
Fuck y'all niggas doing. It's your boy BP Untamed. Coming at you live. It's your boy Khalil Jamal. You know how the fuck we get down every time we touch this mic. If you made it this far in the program, make sure you click this video to the left or the right. Continue your journey. We got like 58 episodes for you to watch. So all the new fans, man, start from episode 1, come all the way to now, and be ready for the next one. We coming at you 2 times a week, every single week. We have a Thanksgiving episode, very special, coming for y'all on this Thanksgiving. So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned in. Shout out all the fans. Shout out Gam. We love you, baby girl. Continue to watch us.
Yeah.
Put us on that big screen, man. Come on. It go down, man. We're going to come at you real soon with another episode. So y'all stay tuned in, man. We out. Peace.